So it's been a while since I last posted a video, and I thought I'd do a quick check-in and talk a bit about Alibaba. So since my last post, Alibaba stock hasn't really done much, and honestly, everything that we talked about before, the fundamentals, they haven't really changed. Baba right now it is trading around $75 a share. It was down to 68 just a few days ago. So nice to see it come back up a little bit, but still way down than where it was 4 years ago. So yes, it's been a brutal run. It's goes without saying. I'm still holding my shares, and I've had a few margin calls, but I've decided to keep Baba and sell some of my other stocks. Anyways, just to remind everyone why Alibaba is down, issue number one, geopolitical tensions. China and the US and West in general are not at best terms right now, and there's a lot of tension. The US does not like the fact that China is flexing its muscles in South China Sea, and they don't like the fact that China is, threatening Taiwan and talking about taking over Taiwan and reuniting China. At the same time, they also don't like how China is still trading with Russia, and Russia-Ukraine war. Russia seems to have an upper hand now. So that was point number one. Point number two is Alibaba is facing stiff competition in China. A lot of its competitors are in highly competitive matchups with Baba and its core business, which is e-commerce. We have PDD, we have JD.com, and we have a few other ones that are just trying to capture market share from Baba, and it seems to be working. It looks like Baba's market share has gone down. That's a very concerning issue, and their margins have also compressed a lot. So that's not a good sign, and Alibaba needs to tackle this. And I think just like issue number one, this issue number two can take years. So that's a pretty big problem. And then the issue number three is that since COVID lockdowns and since the harsh but maybe fair lockdowns that China implemented, Chinese consumer hasn't really come back to the markets. They are not spending as much, and obviously that means there's less demand for their products. It also means consumers are just not there, and prices are declining. There's deflation in China, and that's means there's lack of growth. So I should add another point is the fact that the Chinese government has not done so much, or they don't have any intention to boost the consumers in China. So we know in the US, in Canada, and the West, the central banks they took a lot of measures to pump up or to provide confidence to consumers. The Chinese leadership do not believe in that. They want markets to work themselves out, and obviously that's a risk because that could take years and years. But yeah, our the Chinese leaders they are stimulating the economy, but they're being very strategic. They're injecting funds in tech industry, in EVs, in industries they think that will help them in the long term. They don't want to give consumers or some businesses that are struggling funds because they don't want to invest money in industries that were, or in properties or industries or sectors that were previously had bubbles or were inefficient. So, yeah, market in China is depressed, and they're afraid if they pump a lot of money in, it may end up back into the property market, and they don't want to do that. So they're just letting it fall in their places, and they expect markets to find the winners themselves. So these are all the reasons why Alibaba stock is still down. I think my last post was maybe 5 months ago, maybe 6 months ago, but honestly, nothing much has changed. So okay, next time, take care, everyone, and goodbye.